So, hello students. Now we will continue with our topic and discuss some compounds and their pH value. So, first of all is gastric juice, which is found in our stomach. Actually, the HCl is part of it. It's part of our gastric juice and some enzymes also. So its pH is 1.2, which is very close to 0. So it is very acidic. Same is lemon juice, acidic, hydrochloric acid, acidic. Pure water, which is neutral. Then our saliva in mouth before meal, खाना खाने से पहले हमारी जो लार है उसका pH होता है 7.4. Then saliva after meal is 5.8. It becomes slightly more acidic. Then our human blood is around 7.4, which is very close to neutral. Then magnesium hydroxide, also known as milk of magnesia, have pH around 10, which is very basic, and so this is used as a antacid like ENO. So now coming to the next page, this is sodium hydroxide having pH around 14, which is almost end of the table. So it means it is very basic. Now 1 mole of HCl has pH around 0. Then 1 mole of sodium hydroxide around 13. Lemon juice we have already talked. Colorless aerated drink, which means soda, pH around 5. Coffee around 5.5. Carrot juice 6 and tomato juice 4.1. Saliva we have already talked. So all these data you don't have to remember particularly, but just read it once and keep all the numbers. Try to keep all the numbers in mind. But if you don't remember, then don't worry. Come to the next topic. Some acid and their natural source. So first of all, the first one is your orange and lemon, and they are orange and lemon. They give mostly citric acid. So therefore they are also known as citrus fruits. Then tomato, it gives oxalic acid, vinegar, acetic acid, and nettle sting, it gives methanoic acid. Nettle sting is a sting of a plant. It is a sting of a plant. Then comes curd. Curd gives lactic acid. Tamarind, it gives tartaric acid. Then we come to reactions. Some reactions we have already discussed in chapter 1, like decomposition, dissociation, exothermic, endothermic reaction. Now is one more very important reaction, which is your neutralization reaction. I'm putting a star on it. So don't go with the definition, just understand the reaction. Your reactant will have one base and one acid, and what they will give in product is a salt and a water. So remember, the reactants are base and acid, and product is salt and water. This is written in definition, you can see. So coming to the next page. So example of neutralization reaction is, first of all, we have taken sodium hydroxide, which is a base. Then we have taken hydrogen chloride, which is acid. It gives sodium chloride, which is a salt, and H2O is remaining. As we have discussed, it is also an example of double displacement reaction. Oh no, sorry, single displacement reaction, where sodium is replacing hydrogen molecule. So the mechanism of this reaction goes like this. The acid molecules which have X, H and X, and base having M and OH. So you can identify easily a base who have OH in it, and H plus ion denotes the acidic compound. So the salt formed is Mx, and water is 2 moles of hydrogen and 1 mole of oxygen. So now we're going to talk about some indicators. Indicators are weak acid or bases that change their color depending on the pH of solution. What it means, they change the color. वो अपनी परिस्थिति के अनुसार, अगर उन्हें एसिड में डाला गया है तो वो एसिड का कलर रेड कलर ले लेंगे. अगर उन्हें बेसिक सॉल्यूशन में डाला गया है तो वो ब्लू कलर में कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे. सम नेचुरल इंडिकेटर जो हम आसपास हमारे घर में देख सकते हैं, पहला है टर्मरिक, एंड सेकेंड वन इज योर लिटमस. कट दिस इज लिटमस. टर्मरिक आप जानते हैं जैसे हल्दी होता है, And second one is some synthetic indicators, means some artificial indicators. These are methyl orange and phenolphthalein. You don't need to remember all this, but for the general knowledge perspective, I'm telling you. So litmus solution is a purple dye, means it is a purple in color. It is extracted, means it is found from lichen plant. But just you have to remember this, read this once. And some olfactory indicators, means who change their color in presence of different acid and different base. Their example is vanilla, onion and clove. So this is also not an important topic, but for your general knowledge I am telling you. So now we will discuss some previous year questions. The first example is, give an example of neutralization reaction. We have already discussed neutralization reaction once, but I am telling you one more example. So in case if examiner asks you to give two examples, you can write both of them. So here is one base, sodium carbonate, 2 molecules of sodium and 3 molecules of oxygen combined with 1 carbon. Sodium carbonate reacting with HCl gives salt, and as water and CO2 also evolves. So your next question is, why does distilled water not conduct electricity whereas rain water does? Distilled water से आपका मतलब क्या है? साफ पानी. साफ पानी जो आप आरओ से पीते हैं. आरओ का फुल फॉर्म होता है वैसे तो रिवर्स ऑस्मोसिस. ऑस्मोसिस एक प्रोसेस है जो आप 9th क्लास में पढ़ के आ चुके हैं. उसके बारे में ज़्यादा चर्चा नहीं करेंगे. सो डिस्टिल्ड वाटर होता है आपका साफ पानी, और रेन वाटर हम जानते हैं बारिश का पानी. सो बारिश का पानी बिजली क्यों कनेक्ट करता है, ये यहाँ पूछा गया है. क्योंकि बारिश के पानी में बहुत सारी गैसेस के कारण मिनरल्स भी पाए जाते हैं और कुछ एसिड भी पाए जाते हैं. कहाँ से? हमारे एटमॉस्फेयर से. और जो ये मिनरल्स और एसिड क्या करते हैं, उस रेन के वाटर में आयंस क्रिएट कर देते हैं. क्या कर देते हैं? क्रिएशन ऑफ आयंस. और आपको पता है जहाँ पॉजिटिव आयन और नेगेटिव आयन होंगे वहाँ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का क्या होगा? फ्लो, है ना. तो ये आपको लिख देना है. सो योर थर्ड क्वेश्चन एंड लास्ट क्वेश्चन इज, फ्रेश मिल्क हैज़ pH अराउंड 6. हाउ डू यू थिंक pH विल चेंज एज इट टर्न्स इनटू कर्ड? अगर जब वो दही में कन्वर्ट होगा तब आपको उसकी pH पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ेगा वो बताना है. उसकी pH हो जाएगी 4.5. इट विल गो मोर एसिडिक ड्यू टू प्रेजेंस ऑफ लैक्टोबैसिलस. थैंक यू.